and welcome. Today we're driving a Hyundai Veloster N with the 8-speed DCT. I bought this car from my buddy. He recently just got this car actually. Well, we're just gonna do a quick kind impression, see how it feels. Right away on the start up, you can hear the sounds of nature, which is probably right here. He has a warm fireplace. Of course, you have many choices: snowy village, lively forest. The calm sea waves, which is one of my personal favorites. A rainy day. Open air cafe, which is not sounds of nature, but here it is, and sounds of nature. And back to the warm fireplace. Alright, before we start our drive, let's do a quick walk around. Of course, the fun thing about the Hyundai Veloster N is it's a weird street door vehicle. You only have one door on this side and two on that side. Here, I love these tail lights. The Y shape reminds me of Lamborghini Aventador. The exhaust is grunty and this is all stock. You have a third brake pad as a triangle, which looks really cool. For the hatch, we have good cargo space, although I did notice this morning. Yeah, that is not a... I wouldn't put anything heavy in here. One hand as you close it, pretty easy. There's your latch right there. There's your second row. You have one singular rear door. Sitting back here, I have absolutely no headroom. Knee room and leg room is pretty good. Sitting behind myself on the side with no doors. Again, no headroom, but otherwise okay. There's absolutely nothing back here. No center seat. I have a storage compartment and some cup holders. You may have noticed my Type R behind me. My friend will be driving that as he follows us around. Moving to the front of the vehicle. High lots of approval. Swap walking in. I love the red accents. This vehicle is in white. I don't know the color name. 286 horsepower. Somewhere in the 270s pound-feet of torque. Well, I always like how the Veloster look. Let's go for a drive. Before we start off here, there's some bugs in here which I need to get out. Out you go. Okay, interior wise, I've already touched. It is cheap plastic, but you could get this car for below $30,000. And for the performance this car offers, what more do you want? Right? I don't really mind, it's just all cheap plastic. Get out. Here you have blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, your drive mode selection. Let's put it into in custom mode, which my friend has set up, with suspension in comfort, everything else in N mode, and this and also the steering in sport mode. And yes, it is in sport. Have a nice space to put your phone here. Pretty good center storage. And yeah, good old mechanical handbrake. Alright, with everything being said, let's go for a drive when my buddy is ready. Okay, see how this car drives. Whoa! It's certainly not slow. Brakes are quite sensitive up here. I have some good steering feedback. I can feel the weight transfer in the steering. Crackles and pops, the lever, a lot of fun to listen to. is on PS4S tires. So, as good as PS4S is, it's quite grippy. Ooh, birds. I've hit some bugs there. The brakes are the brake travel is pretty short. So it's a sort of pedal travel actually. That means the throttle is quite sensitive. The steering is direct, fast. Brakes, despite being short and the pedal being quite light, is quite linear. So it's easy to judge how much brake pressure you're putting in. These pedals, they're not the most expensive feelings in the world, but it's not that cheap feeling. And for the price point of this car, and how much performance you're getting, it's totally worth it. Now immediately, especially because the Type R is right behind me, and I did drive it up here. One will naturally wonder, how does this car drive compared to the Type R? Especially considering it is $15,000 cheaper when it was new, or near $15,000 cheaper when it's new. And with a used one, like this specific one, being pretty good under $30,000, ranging just below $30,000 to just above $25,000, how does it drive compared to the Type R? Well, you can definitely tell it's cheap for its cheap reasons. The interior is nowhere near as nice. Everywhere you touch is cheap plastic, except for the steering wheel, of course. And this is not a big car, and somehow it weighs 100 pounds heavier than my Type R. Despite being really short, I was able to park this behind my Type R this morning on the driveway. Oh, the ELSD does a good job pulling you out of corners. These seats, these bucket seats, are very supportive. Now we do have a marathon that was just happening up here, and there's still some support vehicles. So if you see me slow down periodically, just because I can't quite remember which turnout those support vehicles were at. DCT is really smooth. The steering weights up naturally, lightens up when I press the throttle. Overall, this is a great experience so far. But I could tell you, I could feel that $15,000 difference between this and the Type R. The Type R still feels more like a precision instrument. It's like the GT3 RS of the hot hatch horde. This feels more like an M4 competition. Well, no, M4 CSL. It's more playful. It has that BMW M car philosophy in there, and well, it makes a lot of sense. Albert Bierman did both these cars, did both these and the old M cars, and yeah, I'm having a good time right now. Would I wish to have a 6-speed manual? Yes, but I have driven the 6-speed manual version of this car, and the gearbox is good, but it obviously is no Type R good. LSD, ELSD is really good. There's a bit more turbo lag than my Type R, noticeably more. But hell yeah, this thing is fast. It's no slouch. In a drag race, my buddy will probably take me because he doesn't have to shift his own gear. This gearbox is no PDK, but it's... Watch this downshift. Boom! Boom! In a second. And when you shift, it launches you forward. Sunset is really pretty as well. And this is really one of the best hot hatch out there right now. And it's kind of sad they just put it out of production. I love the 3-door weird quirkiness of this car. I love the shift lights. The exhaust sounds good as well. Okay. Now just for a little bit extra feel. How does it drive in full M mode? Oh, you could notice the suspension being a lot stiffer. The steering is suddenly much heavy. Much more heavy. Too heavy, in fact. Now it just feels like added weight. It doesn't feel lateral anymore. Oh, this is the marathon spot. So let's slow down for the people on the sidewalk. Let's clear this Ford first. Pedals are really responsive as well. But it's still done because I can't quite tell if the car in front is a cop. Especially in M mode, it's not as stiff as the Type R in Plus R mode. Okay, I think there is a chance that might be a cop. Kind of looks like Ford taillights. So I'm just gonna slow down for caution here. Put the car back into normal mode. Transmission in drive. See how it feels. Alright, steering is much lighter, but responsive. And I can tell this feels like a vehicle that would do some lift up oversteer. Oh, temperature is doing just about 200. Oh, nope. The Subaru, so it's not a cop car. So let's speed up a little bit more. Well, I just do a bit of cayenne in normal mode, see how it feels. The steering in normal mode feels similar to the Type R steering in normal mode. And the suspension is more comfortable, of course. Ride is good. Installation is actually not bad either. You could definitely do a road trip in this car. Plenty of space, pretty spacious. The armrest, injection molding, nowhere near as less as a Type R, so there's obviously that price difference there. Like cheap plastic everywhere, cheap plastic. Honestly, for the performance value, if you think of this car like American, like something like a Ford GT, Mustang GT, not the full-on Ford GT, that's a supercar. Something like a Mustang GT. This is kind of, you can feel this. You can feel the same thing. You get a lot of performance, and you don't pay a lot for that performance. A lot of practicality. Yes, you're missing headroom, but if your friends are short, who cares, right? This is a great car. I can't ask for anything more than this for the price point. The screen is more expensive than the Honda screen right now. Everything's a physical button. Yes, the buttons are not nowhere near as expensive feeling as a Type R. Oh, mosquito in the car. Well, they're physical buttons at least. Car feels nice to drive. You have great hands. You have great driving assist. Overall, I can't ask much more for this car, for the value of this car. Of course. Now let's have a quick talk about the driving experience compared to the Type R. As I said before, this is no GT3 feeling that the Type R gives off. It feels more M car, more playful. It is more playful. You can hear a bit of turbo right there. Oh, the DS is just responsive. Pretty smooth as well. The gearbox knows exactly what I want to do. This is a great driving machine. Oh yeah, I can feel it right now. You're putting in mode, the gearbox in automatic mode, suddenly much more responsive. Okay, since this Subaru is not interested in pulling over for us, let's pull a little bit distance from him. The car back into manual mode. I like that map on the side of the home screen. Haha, the pop and bonds. Okay. This car is definitely no slouch. On a Cayenne like this, I don't think my Type R is much faster. Miata, nice. On a Cayenne like this, this is probably one of the fastest cars you could have up here. Oh, the temperature seems to be even more controlled than my Type R is. I was driving up, my Type R is reading 240 degrees Fahrenheit engine temp, oil temp already. We open this side windows, hear the engine noise bump up from the cliffs, man. Solder response is so fast. Doesn't always pop. There it is. Got hit into the turbo boost. On Sunset Drive in a hot hatch. Even though there's a Subaru Ascent in front of me, I'm having a good time. Yeah, in M mode, full on M mode, the suspension is choppy, but it's not as choppy as Type R mode choppy. I don't really know what Honda engineers are thinking when they put plus R mode dampers that stiff. Oh yeah, the DCT is so smooth, so fast I could shift mid-corner and not change the weight balance of this car. That's like how I know it's a good DCT. Alright, so it's pulling off to the meat spot now. It's time for me to say goodbye to y'all, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are thinking of Veloster N, I highly recommend it. Before I wasn't sure when I could stretch the budget to get a Type R. I was highly considering one of these, the facelift version as well. Yeah, good to know it is actually a good car. Thank you for watching.